back. Well, here's a heads up for Apple fans, if you don't already know about it. Online sales begin on Wednesday for the new bigger than ever iPad. Apple is calling it epic. Now, our CNN Money digital correspondent, Paul Monica, joins us now for more on this from New York. Paul, fair to say Tim Cook is pretty excited about it.
He definitely is. He's gone as far to suggest that if you buy the iPad Pro, you may not even need a PC anymore because that could replace it. And what's interesting here is that iPad sales have been slumping for a long time, while PC sales have done extremely well for Apple. Of course, their PC is the Mac. They would probably argue that they don't make personal computers, they make Macs. Remember the old Mac versus PC ads from a few years ago. So he may be having a little bit of a semantics issue there by saying that the PC is dead. He may not, I think, intend to say that the Mac is dead.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And looking at sales figures, of course, they've been plummeting for the iPad for at least 2 years. And there's no doubt Apple are hoping that this product will reverse that trend.
Without question. I think the key challenge for Apple is convincing people that with the iPad Pro, and it has a very hefty price tag, it does have some new features, the keyboard that snaps off, the pencil, which you have to pay an extra $100 or so for, that people will want to use this because of that gigantic screen, which is just made for media, made for streaming video on Netflix and many other types of sites. Because the problem for Apple is that iPad sales have plunged as the iPhones have gotten bigger. The iPhone 6, now you have the 6S, the 6S Plus. The screen size aren't that much smaller than the iPad mini, which was one of the more popular iPads. So Apple has a challenge in convincing consumers that yes, you can buy a tablet and it is different than your smartphone. It's not something that you need it in addition to your iPhone. I think that's been a struggle for Apple, convincing people that they need both a tablet and the latest new iPhone.
And looking at new products for Apple, over the years, we've seen those gigantic queues outside Apple stores. How much buzz is there from consumers about this new product?
Not as much as you would get with the newest iPhones, because that is something that, that's the mass market device. The iPhone is by far Apple's biggest generator of sales. You're not going to see huge lines probably for the iPad Pro. It is a little bit more niche focused, I think, because it just is in a market that's declining. There was a time when everyone wanted and needed a tablet, and now you don't have that, partly because those phones are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, consumers not quite as excited as Tim Cook would like them to be. Tim LaMonica, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, the biggest online shopping day of the year, not only in China, but also the world, is underway. Singles Day is held on November 11th because the 4 ones in that date represent single people. The 24-hour shopping extravaganza featuring deep discounts began a little more than an hour ago. Thousands of digital retailers participate, but Alibaba has reaped the most benefits. Last year, it raked in more than $9 billion. That's nearly double the online sales of Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. Now, Singles Day is not just for people in China, as I mentioned. Last year, Alibaba says it took orders from customers in 217 countries and regions and placed 276 million orders for about 1 million products. Keep in mind, this was all in one day. Alibaba actually made $2 billion in just the first hour of sales. It's easy for anyone to buy. Alibaba says 43% of total online sales last year were made on mobile devices. Well, that does it for us here at the International Desk. I'm Lynda Kinkade.